Yes and no. I'm upset with myself from this perspective. There were signs, but I truly thought for the first time in my life, I worked so hard at something. I was so good at something. Everybody acknowledged that I was, that they couldn't fire me, that they wouldn't fire me, that a company get up. So to me, the signs were always there. And I called, man.
Yeah.
I called executives, I called decision makers, I called bosses. Is my schedule changing? What's it look like? And it was never a definitive answer. But I think it was never a definitive answer because this was always the plan.
Yeah. What's it based off of?
Well, to address the head down thing, what makes me a little bit sad about myself is I did adjust who I was to try to keep my job. I did have meetings with people and say, okay, what makes me sad is even in trying to adjust to be at least more of what certain people wanted, they still fired me. And so
people to figure out what you can do. Did anybody give you a heads up?
Yeah, I gotten some heads up. I mean, summer ago, Stephen A. sat with me, took me to lunch in Los Angeles. And he told me, he said, you know, there's a particular executive that doesn't like you. Now, let me be honest. I had been hearing this for years, right? It had gotten to me so many times. And so having that dinner or that lunch with Stephen A. was just confirmation of it. He's like, you need to go set a meeting. But so many times when I heard from
You talking about 4 Central on Monday. What happened on Monday? Because you got, bro, you got 5-minute shifts. Get fired halfway through that job.
Hey, Chad, great. To bed. I wasn't laid off. I was fired. Right? They're using layoffs as a cover and a camouflage for what they already intended on doing. But there was no cause for it, right? So because there was no cause for it, you couldn't just fire me, so you had to wait to the layoff so you could camouflage it and veil it, right? But here's the other thing. If I was laid off, like everybody else, they came out on Tuesday. Mine came out on Friday. I get the call. I get a text from our showrunner that tells me to call my boss. And he said, our friends, jokingly, at Outkick had the story, and we're gonna leak it. And this kid, you know, from the West Bank, is like so accepted in New Orleans now. Like, I wouldn't change that. You know, never. You know, like, all I ever wanted to do was be accepted. You know, and want it. So yeah, like that, I wouldn't change. You know? If you ask me, probably the first, like, Monday of football, when all my friends get to do something like we did, like, super special together, yeah, I'd probably change it.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back, another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Ryan Clark has now sat down and gave an official response to everything that went down with ESPN, the build up and how it all played out Monday when he was fired live mid-air during the NFL Live show. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clip at the beginning in full on the Pivot podcast, which is his show Shannon Crowder and Fred Taylor, is they've been going up and doing their thing on that for a while now, having different guests. They got viral moments on there and everything. And I have to be clear here when I say this, because there's several layers to it. I'll be honest, bro. I don't like dog crying right there. I'm going to keep that all the way 100. How he feels is how he feels. But for me, my pride, my ego, I would never let ESPN, the execs that he speaks on, or anybody in this world that don't like me, see that they got me emotional in any standpoint. Even if I'm emotional about what I've been through in my life, I'm not connecting it to this story right here when the whole world is watching. And it's like, bro, you lost your gig, you lost your job. It's hard, it's tough. Everybody take things differently. But me, I'm not going out like that. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. I got to be straightforward with y'all. I've had jobs in the past, got fired, laid off, and all of that. That's not happening in front of the world when everybody watching. And it's coming off a little bit performative, just keeping it all the way 100. But everybody take things differently. But after working for them 11 years, they did me dirty, wrong. And it's only a couple execs from what he's explained. We not going down that lane at all. But with this being said, he gave the breakdown that he most definitely, the black pride, him standing up for blackness and racial issues on the show, played a role in it. Some of the execs, or one of the execs was which one of the main ones, had an issue with that. Hey, I don't want him using this ESPN platform to push what he's trying to push. Basically like, come over here, talk sports, and do your job and go home. He said he even dialed back on it to try to keep his job. And that's the number one rule right there, bro. It's going to be what it's going to be when you work for somebody else, bro. Especially a corporation that's Disney at the top, ESPN underneath. That's corporate America. Bro, anybody, they can get anybody to fill your position. You feel like you're great, as you should. It's subjective. You feel like you're the best NFL analyst. That's subjective. You can feel that way. But how they think is we can plug and play anybody in this game. That's just how they move. Hey, we giving you the data. We giving you the platform. We giving you the rollout and the promo. He said throughout the past year, he's been seeing things moving differently. They done dogged him out on the scheduling. They done did this. They didn't tell him that. They ain't communicating him. But he said he knew the play was really in full because he talked to the dude last Friday, and he said the information got leaked to Outkick. He said Outkick had already done a terrible write-up on him to make him look bad when everything happened with Lacey out of LSU, most definitely. God bless his soul. Hey, when that went down, the way that they wrote that up, they did me dirty in that already. So they already knew, whoever it was behind the scenes, whoever this exec is, hey, bro, we going to roll him out. He said it wasn't a collaborative effort, as in they voted him out. Somebody behind the scenes in a position of power got him up out of there. And I'll be all the way 1,000 with you, bro. This happens all across America regularly. He did acknowledge that this does go on. But the situation was it's on a platform, and the corporation did him dirty in real time while he's on the show, got down on him, which he already knew that it was coming, but it still was like, bro, y'all embarrassed him in front of the entire world. Like, hey, come on the show Monday. We already know that you finna get fried on Monday. Come on the show Monday, and we still gonna dog you out mid-air. We not letting you get up out of here without embarrassing you at all. He did address some of the rumors online with Stephen A. Smith. He said, nah, Stephen A. Smith been hit me to the game. Different people that hit them to the game. He said, it ain't nothing Stephen A. Smith could do on the job. And trust me, I know that Stephen A. Script reader Smith, it ain't nothing he can do to make the man keep his job. Stephen A. Smith, the script reader, do not run ESPN. He don't call no shots over there. He does as he's told over there. That's his job. He's already told y'all, I'm going to do what I got to do to get my bosses paid and make sure I make them money. He going to go in and, hey, I'll play the political stance. Hey, I know that dude over there don't like you. Set up that meeting with him, bro. Get it straight so you can stay up here. Because he do rock with Ryan Clark, no doubt about it. But people ran with that narrative. I knew that Stephen A. Script writer Smith. I see Emmanuel Slacho jumped out there with that. And that dude right there is real sad in the YouTube game. And we'll get on him later. And I didn't even know, bro. He had Shannon Sharps and at Skip Bayless' old Undisputed channel and named it his new YouTube channel that he been running. But the channel was already built up big with that following on there, and he trying to act like he could give some game on YouTube now, and he dissing Shannon Sharp. Man, get up out of here. How you gonna diss me using my old YouTube channel? Get it, knock it off, man. But there's several conversations in this right here. They most definitely dogged him out. That's why I tell y'all it's real deal Holyfield. That's all I'm gonna do is spill it, and we gotta come on here and let everybody know. You gotta get out here, grind, kill it, do your thing. But you know, when you work for these people, this is how it go. Stay on your pivot, 1,000 for shit show. Lock in with us. I got something coming to that Patreon as well.